Mataji, if you want to get started.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So, as we all know that His Grace Agnidev Prabhu has left his body. So, in honor, we will sing this Jayanilo Bhajan and we pray for his eternal position at Krishna's lotus feet. Jayanilo Premadhana Karuna Prachur Hero Prabhu Kotha Gela Acharya Thakur Jayanilo Premadhana Karuna Prachur Heno Prabhu Kotha Gela Acharya Thakur Kaha Mora Sarup Rupa Kaha Sanatan Kaha Das Raghunath Patita Pavan Kaha Mora Bhatta Juga Kaha Kavira एक काले को था गेला गोरा नटराज पाषाणे कुटीवो माथा आनले पशिवो गौरंगा गुणेरा निधि कोथा गेले पावो से सब संगीरा संगे जे कोई लो बिलास से संगाना पाया कांदे नरोत्तम दास जयानिलो प्रेमाधन करुणा प्रचुर हेनो प्रभु कोथा गेला आचार्य ठाकुर जय वैष्णव 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 ठाकुर जय अग्निदेव प्रभु जय वैष्णव ठाकुर जय अग्निदेव प्रभु जय वैष्णव ठाकुर जय शिला प्रभुपाद की जय His Grace अग्निदेव प्रभु की जय
Jai.
Jai.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, Mataji, go ahead.
Thank you so much for this meditation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kirti Sunji Mataji. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya vacha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sarivai Bhaktivinoda. Ananta Koti Vaishnavindi ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna dear devotees, I welcome you all to Bhakti Sangha Japa Conference Call for today's mid-morning session. Thank you all so much for joining. Let us move to the next part of sessions. Today's class will be given by His Grace Prahladananda Prabhuji on the topic of the appearance of the Lord Narasimha Dev. May I know who will have joined this morning?
Mataji, you can directly read
Okay.
Prabhupada's quote because it's already time.
Sure, Mataji. I would like to share the quote by Srila Prabhupada ji. Krishna is living everywhere. Krishna is living everywhere. That is the vision of the higher devotees. Actually, he is living, but still, because we are in the lower condition, we should know that here is Krishna in the temple. Krishna is everywhere, but for us, because we have no such vision to see Krishna anywhere and everywhere, therefore, we should come here in the temple and see Krishna. Here is Krishna. Krishna has kindly appeared here in a manner in which I can see him. That is Krishna's mercy. That is temple. Los Angeles, April 29, 1973. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We are very fortunate to have His Grace Prahladananda Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of the appearance of Lord Narasimha Dev. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Prahladananda Prabhuji, thank you for your valuable time and association this morning. Very happy to have you on the call. Waiting eagerly to hear from you, Prabhuji. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Garanga ki jai. Please take over the call, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Guru. So I thank you very much, everyone. Touch their feet of all Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, Matajis. And please bless me so that I can glorify Prahlad Maharaj and Narasimha Bhagwan's Prakatya today. We have here heard His Grace Amarendra Prabhu and Ram Girdhari Prabhu yesterday, day before yesterday. And we had very nice nectarian classes from there. I'm nowhere near the dust of those great souls, but still I'll try to glorify Bhagavan Shri Krishna's Leela. Bhagavan Krishna's Leela is Amruti Radhar. If we take shelter of Bhagavan Krishna's Krishna Katha, our life will be successful. न उत्तम श्लोक वार्तायाम जुस्ता तत्कथामुतम स्यात् संभ्रमो अंतकाल विस्मर्तम तत्पदाम्बुजम. One who has engaged his life in hearing Krishna Katha, he will have no problem in remembering Bhagavan Shri Krishna at the end of his life. Antakale cha mameva smaran bhukta kala. So this is how we will do. The most important thing in any pravachan is to invite Lord Shri Krishna. And that's Mangalacharan. Mangalacharan is Namaskar, Vastu Nirdesh, and Asirvad. So in first about 6, 7, 8 minutes, I would do Mangalacharan, which we do usually in our pravachans like this. And then we will try to enjoy pastimes of Prahlad Maharaj and Narasimha Bhagwan like that. So this is how we can start like that. Please bless me so that can Bhute Mahadbi Ima Purusha, Bhunte Guran Surasa Solsamka. Solan Krishna Bhagwan Vachansime. Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Govinda Swami Nitinamine. Namaste Prabhupada Devam Gauravai Pracharine Nirvise Shunyavadi Grambhidan Nistarine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Gopal Krishna Swami Nitinamine. Prabhupadasya Sahitya Prakasya Vitiryacha Prachar Krutvan Sadhu Bhagavatpadayate Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Pasyatya Desatarine. Om Gyan Timiranjasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militan Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutam Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhamvitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Din Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpa Tarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Devacham Patitanam Paunebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Bhakti Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Galadhar Sri Vasavi Gaur Bhattavrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govind, Jai Jai Gopal, Jai Jai Radha Raman, Hari Govind, Jai 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 Radha Madhava, Jai Kunj Vihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Shodanandan Brajanaranjan Yamunatira Vanachari Hari Hari Bol Bol Hari Bol Mukund Madhava Govind Bol Govind Govind Bhajore Gopal Gopal Bhajore Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Vishnupad Paramhans Parivraj Kacharya Ashtodhar Sasri Simadavahi Sharanarvind Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada की जाय अनंत परि वैष्णव की जाय नामाचार्य तुलसीदास ठाकुर की जाय प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तुन की जाय श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा गिरि गोवर्धन की जाय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जाय श्री नवदीप धाम की जाय गंगा माई की जाय जमुना माई की जाय तुलसी देवी की जाय भक्ति देवी की जाय समेता भक्त वृंद की जाय ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So once again, touching feet of all the Vaishnavas and Matajis, I take your blessings to speak something about Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is Rasmalayam, is full of rasas. And each of us have some ras. And this ras we derive from Srimad Bhagavatam, and that is the success of our life. Etavan loke asmin punsa swarth param suta. This much is our greatest self-interest. Bhagavatam says, Etavan loke asmin punsa swarth param sutam. Ekantik bhakti govinde yattat sarvata ikshanam. Do ekantik bhakti Bhagavan Krishna से ekantik exclusive devotion to Lord Krishna. मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल दूसरों ना कोई मेरा भाई. Right? So if we do that kind of bhakti Bhagavan Krishna, then some Mam chayo avyabhicharana bhakti yogena savite. Bhagavan Krishna says, 14th chapter, 26. He says like that. Anyone who does my exclusive devotion, avyabhicharani bhakti, sa gunan samti tetan brahma bhuyai kalpate. He will rise above 3 modes of material nature. He will become at the Brahma Bhuta stage. And that's where he will start licking the rasa, the Rasamalayam Bhagavatam like that. So this is what we should do. And as I've said, if we do this daily, then there will be no problem at the end. At the end is our final exam. When we are living this, yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajanti ante kalavaram. So, antakale cha mameva smaran bhakta. Etavan loke asmins Bhagavan Krishna punsas dharma param sruta. What is our dharma? Bhagavatam is our dharma. Etavan loke asmin punsa dharma param srutam. The Bhagavatam, hearing Bhagavatam, this is our dharma. Tannam grunadibhi. Param vijayate si Krishna Sankirtanam. Great demon, great demon. Who was a great demon? Hiranyakashipu. Asurvarya Dehinam. Asurvarya, Prahlad Maharaj calls him Asurvarya. That man did Harinam Sankirtan. Bolo. Harinam Sankirtan. When his brother was killed, Hiranyak, he said, this Vishnu has killed, I'll take revenge. So he wants to get some power. He went for tapasya. So all the demigods came in birds and other forms, and they started Vishnu, 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 Vishnu like that. So he got frustrated. He came back and talked to his wife, Kayadu. Says, why you have come back? He says, all these birds and others, they are doing Vishnu, 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 Vishnu. And he started doing Harinam Sankirtan, speaking Lord Vishnu's name, even in enmity, even in like that. So this is how Swamlapya Dharma Sitraite Maltavaya. And this is how the great devotee Bhagavan Sri Krishna, great devotee Prahlad Maharaj came into his mind. Just like he came into the mind of Vasudeva. Then Devaki similarly came to in mind of Hiranyakashipu, and then into Mother Yasoda, and then a great soul came. Prahlad Maharaj came like that. So this is the story of Prahlad Maharaj. Everybody is very famous. From childhood, every one of us, especially in India, we have heard Narasimha Bhagwan like that. So this is the story which we should have. Tomorrow is Chaturdasi, Narasimha Bhagwan Prakatya. So very kindly, Mother Priti Vilasini Mataji told me to do this. So I'll try to do what little I know. And please forgive me for my faults or whatever. But we will all enjoy Bhagavan Krishna's katha. Bhagavan Krishna's Rasmalayam, as I said, little enjoying this is our great asset. Little pleasure even we get out of this. It's a great Swalpa Dharma Setraite Mahatovaya. So this is how Narasimha Bhagavan Prakatya. In our Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, the most fundamental thing we understand is that Bhagavan is a person. It's not Nirakar Brahm. Even Paramatma is his partial manifestation, representation. But real is Bhagavan. Valanti tasvidas tatam yad jnanam advayam. Brahma iti, Bhagwan iti, Brahma iti, Paramatma iti, Bhagwan iti sabda. So that Bhagwan is a person like you and me, but he is a transcendental person, a supreme person. Nityo nityanam chetanas chetananam. Vidadhati kaman. Everyone desires he feels, but he has his own desires also. He was aham meva sameva gre nanya just sat sat he was alone. Ekoham bhusyam. And then he had one desire one time in Vaikuntha Lok. What was his desire? He said, I want to now do some wrestling. He wants to fight. That is also his desire. Now he cannot fight a mundane person like you and me. We are a conditioned soul, nothing compared to him. So he selected Jai Vijay. Said, okay, I'll fight with them like that. And that's the story starts. All right. So this is what we have to understand. That Bhavan Krishna is a supreme person. One other name of Lord Sri Krishna is Satya Sankalpa. It's said in the 11th canto. It says, Evam Vyavasito Rajan Satya Sankalpishwara. Satya Sankalp means, yeah, I want to buy a car. I don't have to wait, wait for money, then I buy a car. No, he desires and it happens. The Bible also says like that. Let there be creation, and the creation was there. So similarly, Bhagavan Krishna was one time decided what to do. And then the whole episode took place. Chatusan, Sanat Kumar, they all came to meet Lord Sri Vishnu. They are all Brahmavadis. They came like that. And that's where the whole episode of Jai Vijay, they obstructed it like that and they were cursed that you will take by like that. So the first birth they took was Hiranyaks and Hiranyakashipu. So Hiranyakashipu is the seventh canto of Bhagavatam is about Utaya. Utaya means impetus. Impetus, you and me have some impetus to work something, the desire. Ashaya. So Utaya, there are three types of Utayas. One is called Subha Asaya, Asubha Asaya, and Miksha Asaya. So seventh canto Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 15 chapters. First 5 chapters, middle chapter, and this last one. The last 5 chapters are for all of us to learn from these episodes of Subhanasa. Subhasa is Prahlad Maharaj. Asubhasa is Hiranyakashipu. And in our life, these are mixed. We want to do good, bad also, enjoy senses, this, that. All this is in our life also. But Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, great acharyas, Vaishnavas, they tell us that this is your greatest self-interest. What is that? Krishna Katha. Nauttam slok vartayam justa tat kathamutam, as I said before. So this is why we should relish this Bhagavad Katha every day. Make it a point in your life to do that. Right? Asat Sanga Tyagai Vaishnavachar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said. Yare dekh tare kahe Krishna Upadesh. Amar agya Guru hai tare des. So all these are to be implemented in our life, and we want to do like that. So just like that, what happened was this Chatusloke, Chatusan, they came and then they cursed like that. And the story starts from there. That Prahlad Maharaj was born in the family of Hiranyakashipu, Mother Kayadu. When he went for tapascharya, Hiranyakashipu, that's where Indra came. And he says, let's arrest this woman because she's pregnant. And when the baby will be born, we'll finish the baby. Why? Because it will be another addition of Hiranyakashipu. So they were capturing Mother Kayadu and they were taking her to the Svargalok there. That's where Narada came. Right? To come Narada in our life is great, great opportunity. And all of us, who came in our life? Srila Prabhupada, great representative of Narada Muni. He came in our life. I live life like a Ajamil life. Prabhupada Maharaj literature came. And this is how our purification starts in our life. Right? So this is how Narad Muni came in the life, and Prahlad Maharaj's life also, like that. So this is how the story starts. And then Prahlad Maharaj was born in Hiranyakashipu. He little bit grew up, and then he was sent to the school. School is a Sukracharya Vidyalaya. Sukracharya. Sukra means seminal, after money. So Sunday and Amar are the two teachers there. And Prahlad Maharaj is sent like that. First semester is over. And Prahlad Maharaj came back. Hiranyakashipu said, "Oh, my son has come back. He's bada पढ़ के आ गया, he says, "Oh beta, क्या सीखा है? What have you learned from them?" And Prahlad Maharaj has actually learned from Narad Muni when he was inside the mother's womb. That's where Narad Muni had given all this Bhagavatam Dharma to Mother Kayadu, and baby was listening inside. That's where he says, Tat sadhu manya survarya dehinam sada sam udvigna dhyam asadgraha. You and me, we are all conditioned souls. We have spirit soul, we have taken up this body. You and me should not have taken body, but we have taken body. How many models of these bodies are there? 8.4 million, starting from Brahma. And then, as soon as you get the body, asanna piklesa asadeha, Rushabdev says. The root cause of all miseries is this body. If you and me didn't take body and kept ourselves in the spiritual sky, we could not have problems. As soon as you come here, there is one Durga Mata is superintendent of this Durga. Once you are here, she is Duratyaya. She is going to punish you here. Threefold misery, Adhyatmik, Adi Devik, Adi Bhautik. On top of that, as soon as the body is there, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. The Janma is very painful. In Africa, where I was practicing, I delivered so many babies. The baby always crying. None of the babies came out laughing, smiling. No, they came with bitter cry. Why? Because the brain is compressed 10 centimeters max, it has to pass through. Come out and brain like that, it cries. So this is Janma Dukha. Then he wakes up, he grows up, he has so many problems, he doesn't want to study and he wants to play. No, you have to study. Then Vyadhi will come. Then old age will come. My ears are now shutting down. I'm getting impaired hearing. I got my cataracts removed. All these things are happening. Why? Because of old age. And then there is disease and finally death. This is not the power. Our life is power here. बहुत परिश्रम करना है. फिर भी भय बना रहता है कि कब मौत आ जाएगी. So this is the whole story of our suffering this material world. That's why Prahlad Maharaj tells his father, Tat sadhu manya asurvarya. Hey Asurvarya, this is what I have learned in the first semester. Tat sadhu manya asurvarya dehinam sada. All the time, udvigna dhyam. His buddhi is always udvigna all the time. Oh, suffering here, this anxiety, that anxiety. Death will come from where? So this is, the plane flew from Ahmedabad airport and within few minutes, all of them died. Death will come from anywhere. Sadasvam udvigna dhyam asadgrahat. Hitvatma patam gruhmanda kupam vanam gato vyadharim masre. This is what Prahlad Maharaj told his father, that go to Vrindavan and take shelter of Lord Vishnu. Then Hiranyakashipu said, this boy has learned something wrong. Sripad Radha Govind Swami says in his lecture that some ISKCON devotees are coming to this Sandamarka Vidyalaya. That's why they are teaching him Harinam Sankirtan like that. But he didn't know that already Narad had done that job before. So that's how he tells Sandanamar, this boy has been given wrong impression about life, this, that. Just reform him and make sure that he understands it properly. We don't want this Vishnu business here. Band karo ye. Teach him politics. How to do Sam, Dam, Dem, Danda, Bhed, all these things. Teach him politics. Make him another great demon like myself. This is what he was telling Tandamar. Okay, another semester, this is over, second time. Second time, he's asking again, what have you learned? तो प्रहलाद महाराज से मुझे एक ही बात आती है. What is that? श्रवणम कीर्तनम विष्णु स्मरणम पाद सेवनम अर्चनम वंदनम दास्यम सख्यम आत्मनिवेदन. These are the ninefold miseries. I mean, ninefold bhaktis. This is the one I know. Kriyate punsarpita. Kriyate bhagavatyadda tad manya adhitam uttamam. This is the ninefold, doing this directly for Lord Vishnu. Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam. All these 9 processes is done directly for the Bhagavatyadha, to do directly for Lord Vishnu. Iti punsarpita Vishnu, punsarpita. Bhaktis channav lakshana, kriyate bhagavatyadha. So if you do this, this is the best thing in our life. And he says, what? Like that, Hiranyakashipu was kind of getting agitated. And then they spoke the second sloka. Nate vidu swarth gatim Vishnu. Fools, rascal, materialists, they don't know that my real interest lies in, my real self-interest is to serve Lord Vishnu. Why? Because Mamai Vanso Jivaloke Jivbhuta. I am his part and parcel. I am not this body. I'm a spirit soul, part and parcel of Lord Krishna, and my duty is to serve him, and actually, practically, I will engage my Rusike and Rusikesa Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. So this is what he was telling, Nate Vidu Swarth Gatim Vishnum Durasaya ye Bahirarthmanina. I am the body, this woman is my wife, this is my children, this is my relative, this is my car, this is my money, the bas. 24/7 he is Tesam Pramatta Nidhanam Pasyan Api na Pasyate. Deha Patya Kalatradisu. Deha Apatya, children, Kalatra, wife. Deha Patya Kalatradisu Atmasanya, they are my real protectors. They will save me from death. Nobody can save you from death, sir. Deha Patya Kalatradisu Atmasanya. Tesam Pramatta Nidhanam Pasyan Api na Pasyate. All the 24/7 is busy in these affairs. Every thought, 50, 60,000 thoughts a day, all are about Deha Patyakala. And he sees, my father has died, my mother has died, my elder brother has died. And I'm in the queue? No, I'm going to live long. This is Pasyan Api na Pasyate. He's seeing, but he cannot. He's seeing the X-ray, but he is not trained, so he cannot know what is his own X-ray. Gnan Chaksusu is not having Gnan Chaksusu, like that. So this is what Prahlad Maharaj told, that Nate vidu swarth gatim Vishnum durasaya bahirarthmanena. Andhayata andhe upaniyamanas tetyasaram urudam nibaddha. One anda, one great materialist tells that, enjoy the senses, man, and let others go to hell, but you enjoy. But this is andha. And all those who follow him, they're all andha, and they will all fall in a ditch. That ditch is known as tamisra. Matirna krishne partasvatova. Mitho bipadya gravratanam. Adant gobir vistam tamisram. Punah punascharvit charvananam. That one he will tell later. But this one, the second one, he says like that. And then he tells Hiranyakashipu that this is the only way you can get out of this whole problem. What is that? Naisham matis tavad urukramangrim sprusatyanargavayavat mahyasham padarajobhisekam niskinchananam runitavat. Unless you take the dust of the feet of those who are great mahyasham, matpad, unless you take their mercy, if you please them by serving, there is no way out. This is the Maulia. He presented the problem and then the solution. When this story was done like that, Hiranyakashipu now become completely mad. This boy is completely against me. I am the God, not Vishnu is God. So he told that this boy should be punished like this. Prahlad Maharaj was taken back to the school. Sandana Mark said that let Sukracharya come, and then he will be reformed. He's a small 5 years boy only like this. Then Prahlad Maharaj did what? He went back to school to do one thing only. What is that? Do preaching. Preaching is the essence, Prabhupada says. Books are the basis. There's a Shastra. The Shastra, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya, Chaitamrit. Bas, these three. These are books are the basis. Purity. Purity is the force. All right. You become pure by doing bhakti. Purity is the force. And then utility is the principle. You travel in the airplanes, even if you are sannyasi, no problem. Why? Because you're doing for yat karosi dasnasi yat juhosi dalasya. Do for Mother Arpanam. So this how Prabhupada came to United States to deliver who? Deliver a Jamil like myself. Hey, this is how great Mahadvi Charanam Gargacharya. They are going from one place to another to do what? To make money? No. They are going there to deliver the fallen souls who are rotting in this material world, suffering threefold misery, doing punascharvit charvananam, ahar nidra bhai maithunam. Bas, 4 things. As a bird, as a dog, as a hog, as a whatnot. And as a human being also doing the manusya rupena mrugas charanti. Those who have dharma and hina pasubhihi samara. Upanishad says like that. So that's how Prahlad Maharaj was giving all this like that. And he started preaching to his children, his classmates. They all started becoming ISKCON devotees. And started Harinam and Cheto Darpan Marjanam. Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Sreya Kairav Chandrika Vidyavadu Jivanam. Anandambudhi Vardhanam Pratipanam Purunambutam Sadhanam. Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. So they all chanting Hari Bol, Hari Bol. That's what started happening there in the school. And those Sunday numbers, what is happening? They took Prahlad Maharaj back to Hiranyakashipu. That your son now has started doing this thing. The Hiranyakashipu lost his temper. Prahlad Maharaj was seated in his lap and he threw him on the floor. He says, what nonsense you are doing? Why are you doing like this? And you should be killed. That's what brings us to this chapter in 7th canto. The chapter number is 8, like that. And very nice slokas are there in this. I'll just little read this. Prabhupada Maharaj has written beautiful summary of that chapter. And then we can read some beautiful slokas are here like that. All right. So I'll just read very nice comment by Srila Prabhupada. Chapter 8 is Lord Narasimha slays the king of the demons. As described in this chapter, Hiranyakashipu was ready to kill his own son Prahlad Maharaj. But the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared in front of the demon as Nrukesari, half lion and half man, and killed him. So the moth comes to everyone. But the moth which comes to a devotee is Bhagavan Krishna. He comes. His agents came. What is the proof? Proof is Ajamil. Ajamil calling his son Narayan, Narayan. When he saw those fierce Yamadutas, when panic, he called out his dear son's name. As soon as he said Narayan, the Narayan Dutas, they came. Similarly, when we have practiced Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Bhakti Yoga under Parampara, Evam Parampara Praptam Imam, then there is no danger. This Bhagavatam, Bhakti Yoga is such a guaranteed. Ya nastha naro rajan na pramahit karite. Nimilya, dhavan nimilya matra. Closing your eyes, you are going super highway, fast, full throttle. Na pated na skhaledya. You will reach the destination, feet of Lord Sri Krishna. Even if you don't know Smruti, both eyes are closed. Bhagavatam says. So just take shelter. 13.26 Bhagavad Gita slok. Those who don't know anything about bhakti, but they say others doing bhakti, they start doing that. They also go beyond birth and death. Bhagavan Krishna has said. Te api murtyu sansar. So Bhakti Yoga is such a potent path that it guarantees you whatever little effort you and made, it is not going in vain. Swalpapi dharma se trayate mato bhayat. Bhagavan Krishna says, Asraddhana purusa dharmasyasya parantapa. Oh Arjun, 9.3 says like that. That those who have no Shraddha in this bhakti, aprapya mam, they don't obtain me. Then what happens to them? Mrityu sansar vartmani. Keep on rotating here. Sometimes becoming a demigod, sometimes becoming a dog. This is what is happening. Even Indra had to become a hog one time. So this is the reality of our life. But modern education, Prabhupada calls it slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse. Because it kills this concept from your life. You go to a mad school and become a madman. That's what happened to me. Forgot all about it. Who am I? Just I'm thinking that I'm this kurta. I'm only vasansi jirananyata, Bhagavan Krishna says. This vasansi, this cloth of yours will become old. Your Bhisma, your Drona, all they'll become old and die one day if you don't kill it. But you become nimitta matra. Become instrumental. This is our goal. You have to become instrumental in Bhagavan Krishna's service. Otherwise, he has decided what to do. You and me have come with a prarabdha. That prarabdha will work. But you should work it. Yat karosya dasnasya juhosidasya. Yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushramadarpana. Start with this karma yoga. From there, come to Sravanam Kirtanam Vishnu. That's our goal. That's how Prabhupada Maharaj has taught us. Take the Mahajanayana Gatasa Pantha. Walk in the footprints of Srila Prabhupada. What he has said that they like. Don't imitate him, but follow his Vapu Vani Seva, like that. And that's how our success is guaranteed. Bhagavatam is so great. Following the instruction of Prahlad Maharaj, all the sons of demons became attached to Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When this attachment became pronounced, their teachers, Sand and Amarka, were very much afraid that the boys would become more and more devoted to Lord. And in a helpless condition, they approached Hiranyakashipu. And they described in detail the effect of Prahlad's preaching. So preaching is the essence. Do preaching. Whatever little you know, tell others about Lord Sri Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna says, Nacha tasman manusyasya kaschin me priyakritama. He is very dear to me. Who goes tells my Bhagavad Gita gospel to someone. XYZ, doesn't matter. After hearing this, Hiranyakashipu decided to kill his his son Prahlad Maharaj. Hiranyakashipu was so angry that Prahlad Maharaj fell down at his feet and said so many things to pacify him, but he was unsuccessful in satisfying his demoniac father. Hiranyakashipu, as a typical demon, began to advertise himself as being greater than the Supreme Personality Godhead. And all this, those who say Narme se Narayan, they are all demons. You cannot become God. But what you can become? His servant. And on top of that, Prabhupada said, you can become above Lord Krishna. How becoming Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj. Mother Yashoda is the only woman who can bind Lord Sri Krishna. Nobody can bind. Swamatuhu, Svinnagatra, Visastra Kavarasraja. Then he saw his mother perspiring and all the flowers are falling down from her head. Krupaya Drashti, Bhagavan Krishna become pleased. He said, oh, my mother. And then he agreed to be bound. Damodar Katha. Beautiful Kathas like this. But Prahlad Maharaj challenged him, saying that Hiranyakashipu was not God, and began to glorify the Supreme Personality Godhead, declaring that the Lord is all-pervading, that everything is under him, and that no one is equal or greater than him. Then he requested his father to be submissive to the omnipotent Lord. The more Prahlad Maharaj glorified the Supreme Personality Godhead, the more and agitated the demon became. Hiranyakashipu and asked his Vaishnava son whether his God existed within the columns of the palace. And Prahlad Maharaj immediately accepted that since the Lord is present everywhere, he was also present within the column. Andantarascha parmanu chantarastham govindam adipram. Brahmaji has said, in every atom he is there. Everywhere he is there. He is present everywhere. So when Hiranyakashipu heard this philosophy from his young son, he derided the boy's statement as just as a talk of a child and forcefully struck the pillar with his fist. That's where the whole story starts. As soon as Hiranyakashipu struck the column, there issued forth a tumultuous sound. At first, Hiranyakashipu, the king of demons, could not see anything but the pillar. But to substantiate Prahlad Maharaj's statement, the Lord came out of the pillar in his wonderful incarnation as Narasimha, half man, half lion, half man. Hiranyakashipu could immediately understand that the extraordinary, wonderful form of the Lord was surely meant for his death. And thus he prepared to fight with the form of the Lord, half lion, half man. This is how death will be very near. I have seen death very near, only 3-4 feet away from me, in the form of a big lion. When my son was about 4 or 5 years old, I'm talking on late 1980s. I was in Nairobi National Park, very near Nairobi, and the wild enclosure where lions and all wildlife is there. So somehow or other, I was very near a lion, just hidden in a bush. I just opened the car's door and say, where is that? Also a big, big mouth of a big lion. I was terrified like that. So this is how death comes for those who are not devotees. Death comes to devotees. Agnidev Prabhuji has passed away. Bhagavan Krishna has come. When I was in Towako temple, 1995, I'm talking about, there was one sannyasi Maharaj, Dhanurdhar Swami. Dhanurdhar Swami told a story of 5 American disciples of Srila Prabhupada. And those 5 left ISKCON. And they were kind of again in material life like that. But each of these 5 deaths, Dhanurdhar Swami, he knew them personally. Each of them died remembering Prabhupada and Krishna Golo. This is how Bhagavan Krishna is so merciful, Bhakta Vatsal. That's why it's called Achyuta. He never fails in whatever little you have done for him. So this is how we should be very much encouraged about this. So this is what Hiranyakashipu understand. And thus he prepared to fight the form of the half lion and half man. The Lord performed his pastimes by fighting with the demon for some time. And in the evening, on the border between day and night, the Lord captured the demon, threw him on his lap, and killed him by piercing the abdomen with his nails. So we all know what boons Hiranyakashipu had obtained from Brahmaji. I don't die during the day, during the night. I don't die outside the house, inside the house. I don't lie in the sky, on the earth. I don't die by any animal, man or animal. I don't die. I don't die with a weapon which is live or dead. All this he fulfilled, Bhagavan Vishnu, all keeping all his promises by Brahma, and still kill him. This means what? We and me think, I've got so much, and my IQ is 140, I'm so. No, your IQ will not work, sir. So this is what we have to learn here. The entire universe was relieved by the rule of Hiranyakashipu, and everyone was jubilant in transcendental bliss. So they all offered the prayers, which Mataji will do tomorrow. But this is the prakatya of Hiranyakashipu. These lokas are very important. Okay. So 23rd slok, 23 to 23, Lord Nrsimha kills Hiranyakashipu, the demon. So those few slokas are there like that. I'll just read the translation. Translation of 7.8.23 Bhagavatam. It says, Hiranyakashipu murmured to himself, Lord Vishnu, who possesses great mystic power, has made this plan to kill me. But what is the use of such an attempt? Who can fight with me? Thinking like this, and taking away his club, Hiranyakashipu attacked the Lord like an elephant. Just as a small insect falls forcibly into the fire, an insignificant creature becomes invisible. When Hiranyakashipu attacked the Lord, who was full of effulgence, Hiranyakashipu became invisible. This is not at all astonishing, for the Lord is always situated in pure goodness. Formerly, during creation, he entered the dark universe and illuminated it by his spiritual effulgence. Hmm. And then he says, thereafter, the great demon Hiranyakashipu, who was extremely angry, swiftly attacked Narasimha with a club and began to beat him. Lord Narasimha, however, captured the great demon along with his club, just as Garuda might capture a great snake. O Yudhishthir, O great son of Bharata, when Lord Narasimha gave Hiranyakashipu a chance to slip from his hand, just as Garuda sometimes plays with a snake and lets it slip up from his mouth, the demigods who had lost their abodes and who were hiding behind the clouds for fear of the demon did not consider that incident very good. Indeed, they were very much perturbed. When Hiranyakashipu was freed from the hands of Narasimha, he falsely thought that the Lord was afraid of his prowess. Therefore, after taking a little rest from the fight, he took up his sword and shield and again attacked the Lord with great force. Making a loud, shrill sound of laughter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, who is extremely strong and powerful, captured Hiranyakashipu, who was protecting himself with his sword and shield, leaving no gaps open. With the speed of a hawk, Hiranyakashipu moved sometimes in the sky and sometimes on the earth, his eyes closed because of fear of Narasimha's laughter. As a snake captures a mouse or Garud captures a very venomous snake, Lord Narasimha captured Hiranyakashipu, who could not be pierced even by the thunderbolt of King Indra. As Hiranyakashipu moved his limbs here and there, all around, very much afflicted at being captured, Lord Narasimha placed the demon on his lap, supporting him with his thighs. And in the doorway of the assembly hall, the Lord very easily tore the demon to pieces with the nails of his hand. Lord Narasimha's mouth and mane were sprinkled with the drops of blood, and his fierce eyes, full of anger, were impossible to look at. Licking the edge of his mouth with tongue, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narasimha, decorated with a garland of the intestines taken from Hiranyakashipu's abdomen, resembled a lion that has just killed an elephant. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who had many, many arms, first uprooted Hiranyakashipu's heart and then threw him aside and turned over toward the demon soldiers. The soldiers had come in thousands to fight with him with raised weapons and were very faithful following Hiranyakashipu, but Lord Narasimha killed all of them merely with the hands of his nails. This is how end of Hiranyakashipu happened like that. Bhagavan Krishna killed him. Narasimha Bhagavan has come out of the pillar to paritrana sadhuna vinasai cha duskrutam dharma samsthapanartha sambhavami yuge yuge. In this yuga, in Kali Yuga, he has come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give us one bhava aushadha, the one medicine, only one RX. What is that? Harinam Sankirtan. In your family, in our family, we should do this morning and evening, if possible 3 times. All people in front of Prabhupada Maharaj, Pancha Tattva, Harinam Sankirtan, and do little dancing, which he likes so much. Sunil Prabhu has put very nice look there. So this is how it is. I would like to sing Narsi Arti because Narsi Bhagwan has Prakati has happened. So we can sing like that. Everybody knows Narsi Arti like that. Beautiful Narsi Arti. Namaste Narasimhaya Prahladananda Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Shilatankanakhalai Itam Nrsimha Paratam Nrsimha Yato yato yamitato Nrsimha Bahira Nrsimha Hrudaye Nrsimha Nrsimhadim Saranam Prapadye Tavakara Kamala Bare Nakham Adhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu tanubhrungam kesavadruta narahari rupa jaya jagadish hare jaya jagadish hare jaya jagadish hare jai Narasimha Dev jai Narasimha Dev Jai Narasimha Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jai Prahlad Maharaj Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jai Bhagavad Jai Vishnupad Paramhans Parivraj Kacharya Stotra Sri Simadabhai Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. With this touch everyone's feet, please bless me so that I can do some more service to Sri Prabhupada mission. Haribol Mataji, thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances, Prahladananda Prabhuji. Thank you so much for a very, very beautiful class. Excellent session. So beautifully you narrated the pastime, Prahlad Maharajji. How, he started preaching to his classmates, and how Srila Prabhupada always and forever only stressed how important it is to preach to others. The importance of preaching. You can build temples, you can do home program, everything. And that is essential and important as well. But the main thing is preaching. The more you preach, the more this knowledge goes out, and if you can change one person, one heart, that you have changed that person's life, forever. So it's so important that the book distributions that we do, and it's gone. And as yourself also do the book distribution. So very beautiful. And also so beautifully you quoted from Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 8, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 13, verse 26, Chapter 9, verse 3. Very beautifully you mentioned the essence. Preaching is the essence.
Yes.
And I really liked, as you said, and Prabhupada said, this, when you're growing up and you're going to school, you don't see all this. But after coming to Krishna consciousness, it really opens your eyes that all and everything that we have studied, all this during the school time, it's really a slaughterhouse. It's really a slaughterhouse. There's no doubt. There's no doubt in that. Also, the other things I really liked how you mentioned, we're so fortunate and blessed, on daily basis, this beautiful forum, Bhakti Sangha, we're listening to Bhagavatam in the morning and in the afternoon, Chaitanya Charamrita, that we think it's okay, it's very easy that if one wants to just pick up the phone or open a book and listen to katha, listen to bhajans, but it's not so. It's not so unless you are blessed from the Vaishnavas and the Lord Himself blesses you, that you will not take this path in your life. As I see that in my family, I have so many oppositions, like from different family members, that even if I go to temple, they have a problem with that. They will ask me every time if they call me, where are you right now? And it's like unbelievable that after 8.4 million births of suffering births, we get this one human birth, that we can make something out of it. That, as you mentioned, all the babies are coming crying, right? But that made me think we can change how we live this time of death. We can change that if only we take up to the devotional service of Lord Krishna. We take up this path of Krishna consciousness that Prabhupada ji has given us so mercifully. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So many takeaways from today's class. These are a few of them. Very, very grateful to you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, if you have any questions or your realizations, please go ahead and share. Hare Krishna, Kirti Sundari Mataji, please unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Shivani Mataji. Thank you, Prahladananda Prabhu, for the very, very wonderful session. Thank you so much. Really. And this shows that how Krishna's Leelas are always eternal. Though appearance day of Shri Narasimha Dev is tomorrow, but today in our Bhakti Sangha he appeared through your class. So his leelas are eternal, nitya. Every day in somebody's heart, in somebody's vani, Nrsimhadev is appearing. So thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much for making his appearance today in our Bhakti Sangha. And also I was thinking that how Nrsimhadev, yes, devotees say that he came for Prahlad Maharaj, but actually he came for Nrsimhadev, Hiranyakashipu. Because Prahlad Maharaj was already convinced that in every atom my Lord Vishnu is there. But Hiranyakashipu was not convinced. So make him convinced, Nrsimhadev appeared.
Right.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for the wonderful session, and thank you for sharing all these beautiful prayers. Also, you had touched upon few prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. Thank you, Prabhu. These are really celebrated prayers, and Mahaprabhu used to hear every day from the mouth of Gadadhar Pandit.
Right.
Yeah, so wonderful prayers. But thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams.
I'm thankful to you, Mata, and Priti Vilasini Mata also, and this Bhakti Sangha group. Every day I wake up, make sure I hear the lecture at 4:20 a.m. In my local time here. Because you bring erudite scholars from all over the world. Where do I have time to read and get all these essence? Keswanand Prabhu comes, so many other great, Ram Girdhari Prabhu, Amarendra Prabhu, distilled knowledge.
Very
And, with minimal effort of just hearing. This morning, this Prabhuji from Nepal, such a
wonderful
erudite
class.
scholar, such a erudite scholar.
Wonderful class. Yes.
So these are all golden opportunities for all of us. So I'm really grateful that Matajis who are
You
arranging
are
this.
also one of the scholar of Bhakti
I am
Sangha,
not
Prabhu.
Mata.
So
I'm not.
that's
I
why
am
we
just
invited
learning
you.
little like that. So this is how it is, Mata. We are all blessed by Sri Prabhupada's causeless mercy. That's the whole story.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Sunil Prabhu, you can go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhupada, thank you so much, Shauji, for so beautiful class.
Very good.
When Shivani Mataji was sharing her realizations, like how we are so grateful for the Bhakti Sangha we are getting every day. Shauji,
Yes.
I was thinking, what can we do? Like, we should not take this for granted, Prabhu. I have this tendency, like, every day there is classes Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Bhagavat. So it's normal, like, to me now at least. But it's not when I hear other devotees' struggles. So what can we do, Prabhu, like to not to take it for granted?
First thing, all right, first thing is humility. You should know that I don't know anything. And as I've said also, organize your knowledge. As soon as you hear something, do I know it? No, I didn't know this. Just make a small note. Or if there's a recording available, you can hear it. And then update your knowledge. Little, not all the whole lecture, but little. Four types of listening, this Prabhu was mentioning this morning. If you do not know, write it down like that, update your knowledge. Like that, if you organize and update your knowledge, you will become a very efficient preacher. What is efficient preacher? First, you have assimilated. I am smoking and they say, I don't smoke. That's useless. Achar. And then prachar. So this achar will come by sadhu sang. But if you do a sang, you do a sat sang, then you will become a sat. So all these things we have to do proper effort. Right? Don't do a sat. Leave a sat achar from your life. And keep yourself engrossed like this. Get motivated, get inspired like that. And do swadhyay. So every day you should read something. Prabhupada says that like that. Read his book, one page even, or one paragraph. This transcendental diary, if you know, Harisauri, you can feel that you know Prabhupada now. If you read that, I've read all of them 2 times, word to word, verbatim. Like that, if you read, then you meet Prabhupada. Prabhupada says, I am there in my books. So this is how we should become little serious about this. And if you come to sadhu, sarva siddhi hai, sadhu sangha. Keep in touch with sadhus. Bas, this is what Mahat Sevam Dwaram Mahur Vimukte. Rushabdev Maharaj has said, 5th canto, 5th chapter. Tamo Dwaram Yositam Sangi Sangam. This whole material world is Punsastriya Mithu Nibhava Metam Tayor Mithu Radai Granthim Mahu. Again, Rushabdev Maharaj. So this lust And this material attachment is the real cause, the real etiology of our pathology. So remove that. This is the Bhava Usadat Srotra Mano Virama Taduttam Slok. This is the Bhava Usad. So Harikatha, Satsang, chanting, Swadhyaya, all these things. So if you do this, Bhagavan Krishna is so merciful. He will come. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tansate upajamyam. He said that. And you will experience in life. He will arrange your life in such a way that now you become a follower of his great devotees like that. Very good. So does that help you,
Yes,
Prabhupada? Sunil Prabhu?
yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And Prabhuji, regarding the humility, you said that understand it that you don't know anything. Few lectures I agree, Prabhu. Sometimes I find it new, but for sometimes it is repetitive, Prabhu, like what I heard previously. At that time, it's difficult, Prabhu, to think that, oh, I don't know. Theoretically, I know, Prabhu. I don't know, but practically,
Keep on hearing. Hearing is very important. Sravanam is the best bhakti to do it. All right? Keep on hearing and it will go in your head. Pravishta karna randhrena svana bhav saruruham. Dunoti samalam. You and me cannot wipe out the lust, greed, all these sadripus in our heart. But who will do that? Dunoti samalam. Salilesya. Bhavan Krishna will do that. Dhautatma purusa pad mulam namunchate. Once your heart becomes clean, even little, you will not leave his feet. Eh? And then the process starts. All right. So this is how the Bhakti Yogi, as I have said, Bhavamina Chirat Partha Maya Vesita Cheslam. Sranvatam Sraddhaya Nityam Krunate Satyestitam. Chestitam means what he has said, do that chesta. But that chesta, chanting his holy names, eating Krishna Prasadam. These two are very powerful. Who has said this? Mata Devuti has said. Aho batasvapachato garyanya jihuagre vartate nam tubhyam. As soon as there is Hari Krishna, Hare Ram on your tongue, bas, that's your qualification rises. So all these things are there in Shastra, and we should be very grateful to all the devotees who help us in rising, who inspire us, and greatly, to Srila Prabhupada. If Srila Prabhupada did not come, so many people's life. I've seen a Masai doing Arti Puja, and I was flabbergasted. I said, a Masai who drinks live blood from a live cow. Such a person is doing Bhuvan Krishna Arti. This was in 1978. First time I saw a Masai doing Arti Puja, I was kind of like that. But this is known as Hirat, Kirat, Hundandra Pulin, Pulka Sabhir Sambayavana Kasa. Yanyacha Papa. Adapasrasa Sudhyanti Tasmai Prabhu Vishnava. This is the purity of Srila Prabhupada's heart. And if you take his association through his books and through other great devotees, there is this Keswanand Prabhu in Punjab. I distilled knowledge. You hear it and he gives you the gist of one slok which you never thought what was it. Such a master. Radha Govind Swami's lectures. All that like that. So that's what is our hope. I'm sorry, I'm taking some more time.
thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Very well, Prabhu. Very well.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for the very, very wonderful class, full of realizations and such beautiful verses. And you covered the entire Leela so beautifully and made them appear in our hearts. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mata.
Thank you, Keitara Sundari Mataji, Sunil Prabhuji, and Preeti Lasni Mataji for sharing beautiful realizations and the questions. Devotees are thanking you, Prabhuji, Yashamati Mataji, Kiran Mataji, Nikesh Prabhu, and Sunil Prabhuji in the chat. Thank you so much for an excellent session. You have really made us ready for tomorrow, for Narasimha Chaturdasi. We are so blessed for the past 3 days receiving the beautiful association of such wonderful, exalted Vaishnavas like yourself, His Grace Ram Gilari Prabhuji and His Grace Aminder Prabhuji. So much nectar, so many pastimes we got to hear. Very, very feeling very, very fortunate and blessed. So grateful to you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mata. Very well.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. If there are no more questions, I would like to pay my obeisances to His Grace Parananda Prabhuji and all assembled devotees. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo namo namaha. Anantagoti
Gaudiya
Vaishnavendra
Vaishnava
ki
Vrinda ki
jai.
jai.
Srila Prabhupada
Srila
ki
Prabhupada ki
jai.
jai.
Srimad Chaturdashi ki jai.
Jai.
Parananda
Thank you
Prabhuji
very
ki
much.
jai.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna, Prabhuji,
pranam.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank
Thank you,
Krishna.
you.
Prabhuji. Hare
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
for the very
Thank
enlightening
you.
class.
Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam. Thank you.
Krishna.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.